Philippine Tourism Law, Chapter 9, Laws Regulating Travel and Tour Services. Learning Objectives: to enumerate the procedure in setting up a travel agency, to identify the responsibilities of a legitimate travel agency or tour operator, and to differentiate ethical from unethical practices by travel agencies and tour operators, and to give examples of issues, concerns, and problems of travel agencies and tour operators may have in the conduct of their business. Topic outline: nature and description of the business, accreditation of travel agencies and tour operators, and accreditation of tour guides, prohibition against engaging in recruitment activities. According to Paul So, the president of Greater Manila Travel Association, with the advancement of technology, travelers can now book their travel arrangement through the internet. While this provides quicker and cheaper access to good tour packages, much of the business of the travel and tour sector has been adversely affected. The laws governing travel and tour operators vary by country, but they generally include regulation related to licensing, consumer protections, safety standards, and financial responsibility. These laws aim to ensure that tour operators operate ethically, provide accurate information to consumers, and to protect travelers' rights. Additionally, some countries may have a specific regulation regarding tour packages, insurance requirements, and liability in case of accidents or cancellations. It's essential for tour operators to stay updated on these laws, to maintain compliance and provide a positive experience for their customers. The law governing tour operators and tour guides vary from country to country, and other covers various aspects such as licensing, qualification, responsibilities, and liabilities. Here are some general points. Number 1, the licensing and qualification. Many jurisdictions require the tour operators and tour guides to obtain license or permits to operate legally. These licenses may involve demonstrating knowledge of the area, safety procedure, and other relevant regulations. Tour guides may also need specific qualification, such as language proficiency or specialized knowledge in certain areas. Number 2 is the responsibilities. Tour operators and guides are typically responsible for safety and well-being of their clients during the tour. This includes providing accurate information about the tour, ensuring the activities are conducted safely, and addressing any concerns or emergency that may arise. Number 3, consumer protections. Law often include provision to protect consumers such as requirements for clear pricing, cancellation policies, and insurance coverage. Tour operators may be required to provide refunds or compensation in case of cancellation, changes to itinerary, or other disruption. Number 4 is the liability. Tour operator and guides may be held liable for any injuries, accidents, or damages that occur during the tour if they are found to have been negligent or in breach of their duty of care. It's essential for operators to have appropriate insurance coverage to protect themselves and their clients. Number 5 is the environmental and cultural consideration. In areas with sensitive environments or cultural heritage sites, there may be additional regulation regarding the conduct of tours minimize negative impact on the environment or local communities. Number 6 is the ethical standards. Tour operators and guides are often expected to adhere the ethical standards in their interaction with clients, local communities, and the environment. This may include respecting local customs and traditions, promoting sustainable tourism practices, and providing accurate information about the destination visited. Furthermore, compliance with relevant laws and regulation is essential for tour operators and guides. to ensure the safety and satisfaction of their clients while also preserving the integrity of the destination they visit. Accreditation of tour agencies and tour operator. Section 2. Who may apply for accreditation? The following apply for accreditation as tour operator and travel agency. A. A resident Filipino citizen. B. A partnership organized under the laws of the Philippines, at least 60% of its capital being owned by Filipino citizens. And C is corporation organized under the laws of the Philippines, at least 60% of the subscribed common or voting shares of stock which is owned by Filipino citizens, and the composition of its board of directors being at least 60% Filipinos. Section 3. For purpose of accreditation, the following are the supporting documents to be submitted with the application. A is in case of a single proprietorship, a business name certificate and all amendments thereto. In case of partnership or corporation, a certificate, true copy of the articles of partnership or incorporation and its bylaws and amendments thereto, duly registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission. B is complete list of its executive officers and employees, tour guide and travel representatives, if any, indicating therein their nationality, home address and experience, including names and establishment previously or currently affiliated with, position and length of service showing the following. Number 1. In case of the manager, proof that he has at least 3 years managerial experience in tour operations or has earned a degree of Bachelor of Science in Tourism or has successfully completed a tour operator's course. Number 2 is proof that at least 2 of permanent staff have at least 2 years experience in tour operations. C is for alien officers and employees, valid visa for the Bureau of Immigration and the proper permit from the Department of Labor and Employment. D is contract of lease or contract to lease the office space intended for the use of agency, or in the absence thereof a sworn statement by the lessor that said agency is a lease of his building stating the area thereof. E is the mayor's permit and municipal license. F is latest income tax return and audit financial statement reflecting a minimum working capital of 500,000 pesos. G is an annual performance report on the sales, production, and a tariff sheeting detailing services, rates, validity, and terms and conditions and responsibilities. And lastly is such other documents that the department may require from the time to time. Section 4. Additionally, requirements for tour operator using a motor, any motor vehicle while conducting tour or transporting tours unless such motor vehicle is accredited with the department and sporting of a tourist state. Section 5. Minimum of office requirements. And tour operator shall comply with the following office requirements. A. It shall be located in the commercial district and not in the residential district. B. It must be easily identifiable and shall be used exclusively for the tour operator's operation business. Discussion of the law. Accreditation of travel agencies and tour operators varies by country and region, with regulation often designed to ensure consumer protection, quality of service, and adherence to industry standard. Typically, accreditation involves meeting specific criteria set by governmental bodies or industry associations such as financial stability, insurance coverage, adherence to safety regulation, and professional competence. These requirements aim to establish trust between the travelers and service providers, safeguarding against fraud, negligence, and substandard experience. It's essential for travel agencies and tour operators to stay informed about accreditation laws and requirements to maintain compliance and credibility in the industry. Accreditation under the International Air Transport Association, or the IETA. The IETA accredits two distinctive types of travel agencies: airline-appointed agencies holding tickets, stock, or capable of e-ticketing, and all the other categories of travel agency called travel sales intermediary, or TSI agencies. Essential to both programs is a set of objectives with appropriate business standard that travel agency must meet. Airline-appointed services. When a travel agency is appointed by the airlines through IATA, the owner enters into the agency agreement with one or more of IATA's 7 customer airlines. Each airline sets its own standard for appointing travel agencies, and each airline may select any number of appointment criteria. Travel agencies receive remuneration, generally in the form of commission on the sale of air transportation services. The rate of commission is set between the individual agencies and each airline. Any airline agency holding standard and/or airline ticket stock or capable of e-ticketing may apply as IATA airline-appointed agency. The standard for accreditation will be based on the following. A is the managerial qualifier, a full-time person authorized to make managerial decision and excessive daily supervision of the location, and who has had at least 2 years full-time employment within last 10 years in a managerial position at an accredited agency or corporate travel department, or in a passenger air transportation sales capacity at an airline, or at least 3 years full-time employment within the last 10 years as a sales counselor at an accredited agency or corporate travel department, or in a passenger air transportation sales capacity at an airline, or at least 4 years full-time employment within last 10 years in managerial position in travel-related business such as hotel, cruise line, or tour operators that offers travel service to the general public. B is the technical qualifier, a full-time person who performs or supervises the performance of a technical aspect of selling, commercializing air transportation. Example is making reservations, issuing tickets, assigning seats, generating the traffic documents, and etc. He must have at least 1 year full-time experience in this field within the last 3 years at an accredited agencies or an airline or a corporate travel department, has successfully passed the certificate ERC specialist or the CES test administered by the Airlines Reporting Corporation. C is premises. D, financially capability. E is security standards. Travel sales intermediary or the TSI. A travel sales intermediary or the TSI is a business, proprietorship, partnership, or corporation that is engaged in the sale and a brokerage of travel related service such as cruise, tours, hotels, car rentals, bus and rail transportation. TSI do not hold airline agencies appointments or issue airline tickets. Travel sales intermediary or the TSI. The travel sales intermediary or the TSI law typically regulates the activities of travel agents, tour operators, and other intermediaries involved in selling travel-related services, and often includes provision related to the licensing, consumer protection, advertising standards, and dispute resolution. These laws vary jurisdiction but generally aim to ensure transparency, fairness, and accountability in travel industry. Accreditation of tour guides. The law. Section 9. Requirements for issuance of accreditation. An applicant for accreditation, a tour guide shall submit the following. A. Proof that the applicant has passed a seminar for tour guides duly conducted by the Department of Tourism or other agencies duly authorized by the department to conduct the seminar provided. However, that is requirement may be waived by the department where the applicant possess special academic or profession qualification relevant to tourism. B is a certificate of good health issued by any duly accredited government physician. And C is clearance for the National Bureau of Investigation in case of alien applicants, valid visa from the Bureau of Immigration, and the proper permit from the Department of Labor and Employment. D is the mayor's permit or the municipal license. E is latest income tax return. F is the other documents that the department may require from the time to time. Business entities engaged in travel and tour services are responsible for providing a range of service to their clients while ensuring adherence to industry regulation and standards. These responsibilities includes arranging transportation, accommodation, and activities offering accurate and up-to-date information, ensuring customer safety and satisfactions, handling bookings and reservation efficiently, providing excellent customer service, addressing any issues or complaints promptly, promoting sustainable and responsible tourism practices, and staying informed about travel trends and destination. Additionally, they must maintain transparency in pricing and terms, comply the legal and ethical standards, and contribute the overall positive experience of travelers. The prohibition against engaging in recruitment activities typically refers to a rule or policy that prohibits individuals or entities from actively seeking out or soliciting individuals for certain purposes, such as employment, participation in programs, or membership in organization. This prohibition is often in a place to ensure fairness, prevent harassment, or maintain ethical standards in various contexts, such as workplace, educational institutions, or professional organization. The e-ticketing and e-commerce. E-ticketing refers to the process of buying, selling, and issuing tickets electronically, usually over the internet. It's commonly used in various industries such as transportation, airlines, trains, buses, entertainment such as movies, concerts, and events, and sports. E-ticketing offers convenience to customer by allowing them to purchase ticket online, receive them via email or mobile app, and often bypass physical queues at venues. E-commerce, short for electronic commerce, is a buying and selling of goods or services over the internet. It encompasses a wide range of online transactions including retail shopping, digital product, subscription, and services. E-commerce platforms enable business to reach a global audience, operate 24/7, and streamline processes like inventory management, payments, and shipping. Popular examples of e-commerce platforms include Amazon, eBay, Shopify, and Alibaba. And that's all for this chapter. Thank you for your time to listen.